All right, we're going to kick off a new build video, and I'm going to start from a blank workspace this time. Okay, I'm bringing over my foam building platform. We're working down here on the lower part of sheet 3, wall 4. And so we have a lot of wall 4 going on today. Don't forget your safety glasses, get those on. The wall 4 is going pretty quickly just because of the amount of practice that we've had so far. Let me grab all of these extra pieces, these extra studs, pull them out of the way. Okay, so the first part about wall 4 is, of course, creating this perimeter. I like to go all the way around. Again, first, second, these don't matter, but these two are your first items in here. These two are your second items. I have 4 nails in the top, 4 nails in the bottom, and then these studs here and here are held in by nails from the top and the bottom. I then have counted out how many more full length studs we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to put in 13 more full length studs. And I've noticed that they're just a little tight. So, I mean, this is just that sanding, that slight sanding issue that we have going on. Some may fit. I was having some better luck with getting them to go in before. That one's going to go, no, it's a little tight. So, yeah, get your sanding paper out. What you'll need today to get your work done is, oh, that's okay. That's okay that you're late. No problem. Again, I like using the razor blade. The razor blade does seem quite a bit faster than the little miter saw and miter box. Your needle nose pliers, a pack of the 8-foot studs. These are 5 5/8 of an inch long, if I remember correctly. Let me double check that for you. Yeah, 5 5/8. And you can use the retractable razor if you like. I actually prefer this one. This seems to be a little bit easier to control, get closer to the edge. A cutting surface. I use my little 3D printed keychain. I've made several of these. I made enough for all of you to have one. My bag of extra pieces. My nails. Getting some nails out. I think I have a little pile here. Yeah, I have about 20 nails out. And my glue. So last time was the first time we tried a little drop of glue out. And I really want to draw your attention to something with the glue. I put a glue joint up here, and it glued it to the paper. It glued the balsa wood to the paper, and I was taking it off pretty quickly, maybe within 20 minutes of doing it, but it still tore the paper up. So I just want to make you aware of, use as little glue as possible. Because if it seeps all the way down to the paper, you're going to glue your balsa wood to the sheet. Okay, well, let's get going. Again, as always, if you have any issues, type them out or shout them out in the chat, and we will get. I will answer those directly. Now, I try to have the the chat position so I can see it while I'm working, but my focus is down here, and then I'm not able to see the computer screen. So if you do have something to say, it might take me a couple minutes to see it, unless you just shout it out, and then I'll hear that, and then I'll be able to respond to it easier or more quickly. But typing it out's fine. Okay, so I'm really happy when I do this sequence, getting these all in here. This goes really quickly. Left to right, right to left. Usually we work from the right to the left. So I'm going to actually go backwards just to give you a little bit of a contrast. I don't think there's no singular right way or wrong way to do it. It's just it's just the process. So that's almost perfect. So I'm just gonna slightly rub that just a little bit, and it goes in perfectly. Great. I'm going to fit them all snugly in, and once all of the fulling studs are snugly in place, oh wow, that's great. That one didn't need any sanding. Then I'm going to go and nail all of them in. This one's perfect too. Nice. Nope. Trying to get a great look at the frame there. Yep. The progress on this is going according to schedule. I'm definitely feeling like we're making good progress, good time on this. And things are going faster. And the speed isn't the goal, but it's nice to see that your skills improve over time, if your efficiency improves over time. The first time you do a project, it takes a little while. The second time you do a project, it takes less time. So that's nice. It's a little too tight. Just ever so slightly, ever so slightly. There we go. Just a little bit of sanding. Nice. You can see how fast this wall is going. It is flying by. Wow, looks like we got everybody here today. That's awesome. I'm really happy to see you all here today. We're getting a lot of wall built. Wow, those went in so quickly. Okay, well, now comes all the nail time. So I'm going to try to do it this way, going this way, which is a little different than normal. There's no, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You just have to get them all in. I can already see that I'm going to need more than the nails I already set out to work with. So pressing down here and here. I'm going to go ahead and take out some more nails. I can already see I'm going to consume them. And so because I'm going to be consuming the nails, I want to have enough out so I don't have to break my pace, my rhythm here. Here's how many more I'm taking out. Just another little pinch. Keep those off to the side. I like to keep pressure on the frame and the stud and push in. Make sure that the angle isn't going too far down into the paper. You want it to go horizontally into the stud. This is so quick. Who can guess what my next piece is going to be after I finish all of these? Anyone? I have a sequence that I usually do for this. Once I get the studs in, this one's a little tough to arrange. I like nudging it with the pencil just a little bit. I think that helps slowly get it into the right place. My fingers almost seem too big to move this around when there's another adjacent stud so close. There we go. Now here, you can see that they're calling for channel blocks again. So I'm just going to pop out a couple of pieces, small pieces from my extra pieces bag. Here's 2 pieces, boom, boom. Here's another 2 pieces, boom, boom. 1 and, they don't have to be exactly the right size. They don't have to be the 1 inch because you're not like really worried about it being exact. These aren't the real ones that are going in there. These are just temporary. And I like putting them in like this, push it all the way down, flush with the paper, and then squeeze in the other stud. I'm pushing this stud this direction. There we go. Nice and snug. And it might not be perfectly aligned with the drawing underneath it, but that's okay, only around this area, because we don't want to flex it really hard. We don't want to put this directly on top of the plans and then have to flex this out this side and this out this side. These 2 studs could just be kind of like bowing instead of straight. So this helps keep us without putting too much additional pressure on the on the studs. Got it. Boom. It's going quickly. Nice. Nice. And the snugness really helps us when we're aligning these, so that they're not like falling down while we're doing this. That one took a little effort. I put a second one in the wrong one. I put a second one in that top piece. That's weird. I guess I just wasn't careful. Nice. Okay, we're approaching another section that has channel blocks. So remember, align the first one, and we're going to get our nails in the first one. Get that nicely aligned. Drop in your 2 spacers, slide it up, slide it up. Uh-oh. Nice. Okay, last one. Here we go. I can't see any significant difference in working from left to right than right to left. I I don't think that there's any benefit just now. I was trying to contrast whether the right, being right-handed had a disadvantage from one side to the other side. Okay, I'm still looking for that get. Well, I'm still looking for a guess on what's the next part. Um, no? The next step I like to do in the sequence is the headers, the 4x4 headers, or the 4x6 headers. Whatever the size of the header is in the plan, I like to do those next. And while you're working on your own walls, your life-size walls, if you're doing this, these openings are very critical. The transitional openings between one room and another room are difficult to manage. And so if it was just an opening, there was nothing else here except just this big area, that'd be great. But usually there's something that goes inside here. Okay, so whatever goes inside here could be, if it's not just a frame, if it's not just an opening, you might have to put it's called a pre-hung door. And if it's already hung, then there's a casing, and then it has to fit within this spot. And usually you have to shim it a little bit, and you just drop it in that spot. Now, dropping it in the spot means the spot needs to be big enough for the pre-hung doors frame. So this opening is actually something that's very contentious if you don't get it right. So if you have the doors already, they're standard sizes, most of them. And I would double check this measurement a lot. And that's why I like to start here as the next step. Let's grab the 4x4 piece. I think I have a little bit in my bag. Yep, I do, but I don't know if it's long enough. I might have to get another piece. Let's see, I got this little piece here, and it is, no way, it is almost perfectly long enough to go in here. Nice. That's just going to take a little bit of sanding. I'm looking at the piece, and I see that this face is perpendicular, and this has a slight angle on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's tilted just a little bit. Now, this is the side I'd want to sand, because I think that will even out the piece and make it nicer fitting. Let's see if we got that. No, just a little bit more. Don't want to sand too much. There, that's it. Nice. All right, now I'm going to nail in from this side and this side. This one's going in at an angle. I'm not going to be able to get in too low because of the adjacent piece over here. I'm going to push with the nose and get that one in. It's nice. The other side, the left side, has more room, so I'll be able to come in a little bit more horizontal. There we go. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. All right, that was quick. Next, I'm going to go with the top cripples and then the trimmers. So we are moving now. This is pretty hard. So if I'm experiencing a lot of resistance, I rotate the piece up on its end and I slowly go down, rocking back and forth. That usually gets me through these harder small pieces. Most of the balsa wood is very soft, but some of it has a little resistance. Nice. Nope. The harder it is to cut, it would also indicate that it's going to be harder to sand as well. There it is. Nice. That's a great fit. So now I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Let's get out some of my medium length pieces and start consuming those. I'd like to just finish up what I have out in the bag before I get more out of the bundle. And let's see, I think it was this piece. Yeah, it's this piece. So here we go. I'm going to mark this. Mark this on the other side. That'll be 2. And then mark this on this side. Mark this on the other side. Right? Okay. That was easy. This is a nice one. I wish they are all that easy to cut. See this one? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Sand it. Okay, I'm gonna nail all these in from the top. These were something that I had problems with on the last one. I had a lot of them going down to down at the wrong angle. So I'm gonna really be careful with my angle on this. Yeah, that feels good. I'm really trying not to get it to go into the paper on the bottom. Carefully apply a little bit of resistance, but by putting your finger here, you are in the danger zone. So back it up a little bit once you get it started and follow through. No, I don't like that angle. I did it too steep. Okay. Okay, this is looking good. Good. All the pieces are in. Okay, now for the trimmers. Here we go. I'm gonna need 2 full-size pieces for this. One there. Grab another one out of your bundle for here. A little too much resistance. I'm flipping it up on end and finishing the cut from the tall side, being on edge. Nice. Nice. Great. Let's get this in. And these I put in a little different angle. I like to go like this, straight. Oops. Last one in the bottom there. Nice. Wow, that was a lot. I feel like that was a lot of progress. Next steps. Now that this opening is framed, I'm going to go to the fire blocks, working my way across. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of those, and that will be the next step. So trying to see if I have some pieces that already fit in that space is helpful. You know, you're not always going to have pieces that fit perfectly, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you get really little stuff like that, and those help. Oh, the other ones might be a little longer. There's one there. There's one there. Okay, that should go all the way across except for this really little one here. There. Okay, so let's get this one. This one has 2 rough edges, so I'm going to smooth out one of the edges before I mark it. Great. Nice. Okay, well, I have these 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and nail these in, and that's going to be a good spot to pause. Oops. Hopefully I didn't bend that too much. There. Nice. nice, nice. And the last one from that side. There it is. Great. Okay, that's a nice spot to pause there as we're working across these fire blocks, going across all the way. These are, in my best estimation, they're alternating around halfway up the wall, around 4 feet. I like to use these bracing like this if you're going to mount the drywall horizontally instead of vertically. That can really come in handy for you there to secure this edge if you're going across that way. All right.